I've been writing about brokers and financial platforms for more than a decade, and I've seen every kind of scam out there. From cheap one-page websites that disappear after a week to slick, multi-layered fraud networks run like real corporations. But Nordnet is something that genuinely shook me. I thought I'd grown numb to lies, but this one still made me angry. This isn't a small-time con. Nordnet is a fully engineered illusion, a carefully polished scheme designed to look professional, to sound trustworthy, and to make you believe you're dealing with serious financial experts. In reality, it's a factory of manipulation, stealing not just money, but faith, confidence, and dignity. When I first came across Nordnet, I was skeptical but curious. The name itself, clean, Nordic, respectable, instantly gives off an air of reliability. Their website looks spotless. Charts, market news, a sleek trading dashboard, professional-sounding text about financial freedom, and intelligent trading. It's all perfectly tailored to make you drop your guard. They talk about regulation, about operating under European standards. But the moment you start digging, it all collapses. No real license, no verified registration, no transparency. Every document they show you is either falsified or vague enough to mean nothing. I started getting emails from people mentioning Nordnet months ago. At first, it was a few isolated cases. Then it turned into dozens. I read stories that would make anyone's blood boil. They all follow the same pattern. It starts with a friendly call or an ad promising a simple way to start investing. The voice on the other end sounds reassuring, professional, calm, friendly. They tell you that you don't need experience, that they'll guide you personally. All you need is a small deposit to get started. So people send in a few $100s, and that's when the trap shuts. At first, everything looks great. You log into your Nordnet account, and there it is, your balance, your trades, your profits. The interface looks real. You see your money growing. Your so-called account manager calls you regularly, congratulates you on your progress, gives you tips. You start believing that you finally found something legitimate. That's when they strike. You're doing so well. Imagine what you could earn if you invested more, they say. You're ready for the next level. Some people add a few hundred more, some add thousands. And just like that, they're trapped. I've seen screenshots, correspondence, transaction histories, all the evidence you could need. Once you ask to withdraw, everything changes. The smiles vanish. The friendly voice becomes cold and bureaucratic. Suddenly, there are verification requirements, then taxes to be paid in advance, then transfer fees. They make it sound official, but it's all part of the same psychological warfare. Once they realize they've squeezed you dry, they disappear. The account stops working, the number is disconnected, and Nordnet stops existing. The more I read about Nordnet, the clearer the pattern became. These people are professionals, not in trading, but in manipulation. They know exactly how to talk, how to make you feel comfortable, how to make you trust them. One woman told me she thought she was talking to a real financial advisor. He used her first name, remembered details about her family, even sent her motivational quotes about success. That's not customer service. That's grooming. That's emotional conditioning used to make people drop their guard. Another man sent me a message that I'll never forget. He wrote, "They made me feel like I was part of something big, like I was smart, and then overnight they took everything." He lost over $20,000. It wasn't just money. It was his savings for his daughter's university. I've seen stories like that far too many times. People from all over, the UK, Canada, Australia, all describing the same machine of deceit. Nordnet isn't a mistake. It's a system built for one purpose, to take your money and vanish before you realize it's gone. Even the reviews of Nordnet online are part of the trap. If you Google them, you'll find dozens of positive posts. All fake, of course. Paid comments, bot-generated feedback, fabricated testimonials written by the scammers themselves. They drown out the truth to make their operation look legitimate. Real victims can barely get their stories seen because Nordnet's PR team, the same scammers of course, floods the web with lies. What angers me most is the psychology behind it. The broker Nordnet doesn't rely on brute force. They rely on manipulation. They know that people don't want to admit they're being fooled. They create false wins, show you fake profits, and keep you believing. It's not about intelligence. Even smart, experienced people fall for this. Because the scam isn't built on greed, it's built on trust. And once that trust is gone, the damage is far worse than financial. I've talked to cybersecurity experts who've tracked similar scams, and Nordnet fits the pattern perfectly. It's part of a larger network of fraudulent brokers constantly changing domains and names. Today it's Nordnet. Tomorrow it'll be Nordwealth or Nord Capital. The people behind it are the same, hiding behind VPNs, offshore accounts, and fake registration papers. They operate without fear because they know most victims won't go to the police. They count on shame. They count on silence. But silence is what keeps them alive. And that's why I'm writing this. I want people to know what they're dealing with. The forex Nordnet you see online is not a trading platform. It's theater. The trades are fake. The profits are fake. The support is fake. Everything you see exists only to make you believe long enough to send your money, and once you do, it's gone. Forever. I've seen messages from people saying, maybe I'll get it back if I cooperate. You won't. You never will. Once you're in their database, you're a target. They'll keep calling, pretending to be a recovery team or legal department, asking for one last fee to unlock your funds. Don't fall for it. That's just another layer of the same scam. Let me say it plainly. Nordnet is not a broker. It's a crime syndicate disguised as a trading company. It's a sophisticated lie wrapped in corporate language. There is no trading. There are no clients. There are only victims. If you see their name anywhere, in an ad, on social media, in your inbox, stay away. Don't give them your data, your phone number, or your time. And if you've already lost money to them, report it immediately. Contact your bank, your credit card company, your local authorities. Do not listen to anyone from Nordnet who promises to help recover your funds. That's the same scam wearing a different mask. I've read too many stories, too many pleas for help, too many broken people who trusted the wrong voices. The worst part is Nordnet knows exactly what it's doing. Every word on their website, every fake success story, every smiling stock photo is designed to disarm you. It's not negligence. It's evil calculated down to the smallest detail. I didn't lose my money to them, but I've seen what they've done to others, and that's enough. Enough to say it loud and clear, Nordnet is poison. It's not a broker, not an opportunity, not a platform. It's a predatory illusion that thrives on desperation and greed. They don't just steal your money. They steal your hope, your peace, and your trust in others. If you take one thing from this review, let it be this. Once you see the name Nordnet, turn around and run. There's nothing for you there but lies, loss, and silence. Lost money with a broker? Find out how to get it back. Contact us at watchdogonline@proton.me. Leave your name and phone number so we can get back to you. The Watchdog Online team stands guard over your safety. Together, we will make the internet better.